So the first Placemark on this virtual field trip, which will allow fourth graders to learn about some of the physical features and then also the wildlife that are a part of Utah. The first Placemark is at Antelope Island. So we will zoom all the way into there. And at this tool, the students are going to first consult an outside website. That they will see down here under Antelope Island Facts, and they will click on that and do some external research first. And then they're also going to use, I'm just going to zoom out for a second, they're also going to use this image overlay tool, which will allow them to look at some climates of Utah to get some background information. And so they're going to again use this image overlay of a climate map, and so they're going to be able to look at where Antelope Island is located, and they will be able to see in this orange section of the climate map, they will be able to see from the key that it is in the steppe climate. And so they might also have to do some external research to figure out what the steppe climate is and what that means, and so kind of what animals, what wildlife might live in a steppe climate. Not necessarily in this one, but just to kind of get some background information. And then after they've consulted that image overlay, we'll unclick that and just zoom out just a little bit. They're also going to use the 360 cities layer and also the street view layer. So if they were to use the street view layer, we're just going to put it right here along the side of Antelope Island, and we'll zoom in again and it will refocus for us. We'll zoom out just for a second so it can kind of get ready. So again, just the purpose of using this street view tool is so that the students will be able to kind of look and see what the area of Antelope Island actually looks like, and so that they might be able to see kind of what vegetation they might be able to see, or the kind of area that it is, so that they can get a good idea of what plants and animals might live here. And then we'll just go ahead and exit Street View, and the other layer that they're going to use, we'll just go ahead and zoom out again, is the 360 cities tool. And there's actually two places on Antelope Island that they can use this, so they can feel free to use either one of these. So this first one, we'll go ahead and go to it. It's kind of at more of one of the points that's closer to the actual lake, and this one actually takes place in winter. So this one might be one that you could tell your students about and give them the heads up that it takes place in winter. But again, it gives them the opportunity to actually see what Antelope Island looks like and to see some of the surrounding area, so they can get a good idea of what wildlife might be there. And then we'll just go ahead and zoom out one more time and look at the other 360s city, which is over here kind of more in the center. Oh, and I guess it looks like there's actually two. So we'll just click on this one right here and again just zoom in. And then again, students can kind of just explore and see what the area of Antelope Island actually looks like, and again get a good idea, or more of a better idea, some external information about what kind of wildlife may live there. And so then after the students have researched using these tools and also the climate from the image overlay tool, some of the questions that I will ask, well, they will gain this information and then make those observations to predict what kind of animals or wildlife they might expect to see. And then some of the questions that they will be asked during this are what resources would wildlife have access to here? What kinds of adaptations would animals have to make to live here? Does the climate affect what kind of animals would live here? And then this activity will conclude with students looking at some of the pictures of actual wildlife, which are right here. Some of the actual wildlife that live on Antelope Island, a mule deer and some bison, and then they will be able to see if their predictions were close or what kinds of changes they might need to make. So that is our place mark number 1, Antelope Island.